Hi guys, we're going to do math for Tuesday, March 24th, and you're going to need today your whiteboard and your worksheet. The next one on the pile, there was a note for your parents and then it's the next one. So we're going to start today with doing some story problems. So get your whiteboard and your stuff ready. So if I'm walking down the street and I count the houses to my right and I see 4 houses, what am I going to draw on my whiteboard? I hope you said 4 circles. All right, so there's our 4 circles. And I look to my left and I see 5 other houses. So are we going to cross off or add more? We're going to add more. So go ahead and draw the 5 circles for the houses on the left. So now, how many houses did I see all together? Well, you could count all of them, or you could remember that this was 4 at the top and just keep counting on 5. We cross off, sorry. Just slash 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to write 9. There were 9 houses that I saw on the street. Okay, go ahead and erase your whiteboard. Okay, let's do, there are 9 sheep in the field. So we're going to draw the 9. Now remember, to make it easier, I'm going to go ahead and make my 9 look like a 10 frame. And then I know I have 9 without having to worry if I accidentally counted wrong or did one too many circles or one not enough. So 9 sheep were in the field. Some of them now want to go to the barn. So 4 of them are headed to the barn. So what are we going to do to show the 4 that are headed to the barn? Are we going to draw some more circles or cross out? We're going to cross out. So let's cross out. And we always want to go in order, be all together. We don't want to do one cross out here and one cross out here and one here, because that makes it hard to count. Now, because we've made ours a 10 frame, how many sheep are still out in the field? I hope you said 5, because we know there's 5. Now, if you needed to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you could count those. Let's do our 5. Remember, straight down the circle part and across the top. Okay, go ahead and erase your whiteboard. Let's do 2 more. All right, this one, I see 7 cows. So what are we going to do? We're going to draw 7 circles. And again, I'm going to make mine look like a 10 frame. I saw 7 cows and 2 dogs. So now I could draw the 2 somewhere else if I wanted to not get confused, or I could add 2 to my 10 frame. So when I add 2 to my 10 frame, how many animals did I see all together? Well, I can see only 1 spot's missing here, so I know it's 9. I also could have counted them, but I hope you'll remember the top is 5, so we don't need to count that. We can just count on from 5. So we can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's okay if you have to count all of them, but we want to try to get strategies where we don't have to do as much counting and can just figure out the answer. Okay, let's do one more problem. There are 6, there are 6 candy bars. So what we're going to do is draw our 6 circles. And again, I'm going to make them look like a 10 frame. I ate 4 of the candy bars. Are we going to draw more circles or cross off? We are going to cross off. So we are going to cross off the 4 that I ate. How many candy bars are left? 2. Okay, go ahead and erase your whiteboard. Today, what you get to do in math is you get to draw a picture, and in that picture, they want you to know that tens and some ones make a teen number. So you get to choose. So I'm going to give you 2 different examples. So here I drew trees, and you are going to make yours look like this. So you kind of need to plan. They want you to try to do 10 across one whole row. You're going to put the plus sign. Do you see my plus sign right here? And then you're going to draw some more down below. And then they've already given you the 10 for the top. And then you have to put in how many you put on the bottom. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 trees on the bottom. So I have to write a 4 in the box to show the 4 trees that I did on the bottom. And then they want you to tell them how many total this is. Well, remember, we've learned that you can just take the 4 and cover the 0 to make it be 14. So if we counted all those trees, we would see there are 14 trees. Now, so you didn't have to wait while I drew pictures, I went ahead and did my example. And I'm going to ask you guys, will you take pictures of these 2 pages for me and send them to me? I accidentally spilled my water bottle this morning, so I'm sure you can see my page is kind of crinkled from getting wet, but it will still work. So you can see on this page, this is what you'll do. You do not have to do kites. Another example I saw was balloons. You could do balls. You could do trees. You could do an animal if you wanted, or animals, as long as you do 10 on the top and some on the bottom. You get to pick 1 through 9 on the bottom. So it's your choice. I chose to do kites, and I did 10 on the top, and then I did, let's see how many on the bottom. And do you see my plus sign? I want to see your plus sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So down here at the bottom, they've already given me 10. So I'm going to write in a 6 in that empty box. And then remember, to find the answer, I could either count all of these, but that's kind of getting to be a lot. But remember, the 6 can just go over and cover the 0 to make it be 16. So go ahead and do whatever you want on this page, as long as you do 10 on the top and 1 to 9 on the bottom, and fill in the equation down at the bottom. Now this next one on the other side is a little bit more confusing. So you can choose to either do so they're actually going to have you do 2 different, I'm on the same page as the last one. Let me flip it over. Okay, so they've given you this nice big box, but they want you to do 2 different teen numbers. So you can either choose to do one of the teen numbers on this side and then one of the teen numbers on this side, or you can choose to use the top and the bottom for the 2 teen numbers. I like going across, so I'm going to go ahead and do mine. And actually, I think I'm going to make mine look like a 10 frame. So I'm going to draw, it tells you, draw circles to show a teen number. So I'm going to draw my circles. So first, I've just drawn a 10 frame, so I can know. I'm sure they're going to have us do more with 10 frames later. But I did a 10 frame, and now I'm going to draw my extras over here. So I'm going to do 10 plus 3 equals 13. Now down at the bottom, they want me to do a different teen number with squares. So I'm going to draw my 10 frame so I can keep track of my squares a little bit better. So I'm going to draw my 10 frame. If you want to do yours all the way across the top like the kites and the trees, you may do that as well. Just make sure you have 10. Don't do too many and don't do too few. So, and then I'm going to draw, let's see, let's do, okay, so I drew 8 more over here. So I have 10 plus 8 equals 18. So I've done 2 different teen numbers on my paper. Now, you can choose to do the same as me, or you can choose to do your own. But one set needs to be circles and one set needs to be squares. And then it says to ring the group with more. So am I going to put a big circle around my circles or around my squares? Which one has more? I'm going to put it around my squares. So I am going to make a nice big circle around my squares. And then the last part of directions on this page says to underline the group with fewer. So I already know this one has more, so this one has fewer. So I'm just going to underline that second set. So that's what they want on this page. Remember, you can just do it exactly like mine if you did it with me, or you can make up your own teen numbers and maybe you'll circle the top and underline the bottom. And then try to send me pictures of both these pages so I can see how you did with your teen numbers today. And I want to see what cool pictures you chose to draw on the other side.